Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're going to be breaking down NASCAR Duel race number 2. If you haven't seen the first one, it's in the previous video, so I'd recommend checking that out. And before we get into the breakdown, if you could subscribe to the channel and leave a like, it would really help me out. We're going to be doing content like this all year, and I'm going to be doing daily baseball videos as well once that starts rolling around. So now to get into the breakdown, this is going to be duel number 2. It's going to be around 8 o'clock, 8:30. And you can see in the green, that's where they're going to be starting position. And I'm just going to give my thoughts on this. Well, I guess I should probably do the strategy first. So again, dominators are not important. We want 1 to 2 cars starting in the top 10. Each lineup you make should have a car you think is capable of winning. And Ford has been top dog. And we're going to also want to play the back. And practice doesn't matter for Daytona, so don't look into the practice times. And it's okay to leave salary on the table. Now, if you want a more in-depth reasoning for that, it's in my first video, so you can check that out. So just my thoughts on how qualifying went and the guys I like, my favorite plays. We can safely avoid using Bowman and Elliott. They're going to be starting 1-2, and that's just way too high for any upside, and I can see Bowman just chilling the whole race like he did last year. And unfortunately, Logano is starting 3rd, which really caps his upside, which is a shame because he's usually one of my favorite go-to guys here. He's just been so good at this track. Boyer and Dillon are too high for me. We have a really nice sweet spot here, though, with some guys I have a ton of interest in. Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney, Almirola, and Kurt Busch. Specifically Ryan Blaney, who might be my highest owned driver and the favorite one in this race by far. He and his team are just so good here at these tracks and usually teams up with Joey Logano, which is who he's going to be in this race. So I can see them teaming up and just taking over. Reagan and McDowell are kind of just meh options, but they're in play. I wouldn't full fade them, but just not a ton of interest. Mears is just too high for me to consider. And again, to save time, I like the guys from 14 to 21. They're all in play, but I will point out that McMurray and Ty Dillon as the better options. And a lot of people are going to be on Kyle Larson. He's going to be really chalky, I think, starting 16th, but I think there's merit in fading him to get an edge on the field because he's just not performed well at all at Daytona. But I would still recommend getting some exposure, and we are going to have him in my example lineup. So for lineup construction, we're going to want 1 to 2 cars in the top 10, and one you think has a legitimate shot at winning. And we're going to want 4 to 5 guys from 10 and back. So let's just make an example lineup together. We'll go with Ryan Blaney. I said my favorite play. Then we'll go with Kurt Busch. And then McMurray. Ty Dillon. Then get a little funky here. We'll go Chastain. And we'll go... where's he at? We'll go Kyle Larson. And as you can see, we have 4,400 salary left, so salary is not... Don't try to zero out your lineup. It's good to have a lot of salary left at these kind of tracks. Alright guys, if you have any questions, comment below. And if you could, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And good luck this week.